Hi friends, this is Gail O'Neill, and I teach stamping. I hope you enjoy. This is something very, very special. So I'm waiting for a couple people, more people to get on and show themselves, and then I'll tell you my secret. Hi, Deanne. Okay, so there's 8 people watching. Hi, Betty. So this, you may think, is Advil, but it's not. This is something that everybody in the country is looking for, and I have it hidden in here. What is it, you may ask? It's Clorox. So, what happened was I was doing this technique, and I only had, which I will be using tonight, Clorox gel cleaner, and then I had Clorox toilet bowl cleaner, which also kind of worked, but not as good as Clorox. So I took a ride over to Sue's with my magic bottle that no one will know what's in here. Hi, Peg. Hi, Leela. Hi, Fran, Judy, Teresa, Barb. So, yeah, I have it hidden in here. But unfortunately, for whatever reason, it must be 10 years old or something. Sue's Clorox didn't work so good. So I had to mix it with the gel cleaner, which I'll be doing in a little bit. So let me show you couple. There's 4 stamp sets that I actually used. Hi, Sherry. Fatima, hello. So I did a card with New Wonders. Lovely lily pad. Why do I only have 3 cards but 4 sets? This is very strange. Beautiful moments. Something I must have left out. Oh, maybe I didn't use that one. Yeah, I did. I don't know. We'll find out what I did. But those are the sets. It's a little crazy, you know? Yeah, being locked in is lots of fun. Really, I only have 3 cards. What did I do? I not be knowing. Very interesting. Well, let's go with the first one. Oh, because I used 2 sets on 1 card. I got it. Hi, Steph. So, starting out with a piece of white and a brayer that I don't love these. I just don't love these. Oh, this thing. I keep tightening it and it doesn't like to stay. Okay, it's tight again. Yeah, I like the old-fashioned one, but I'm going to go ahead and still use this for this one. So there's some of the dark left on it. So I'm going to go ahead. Hopefully I don't need to pull out the other, but the balmy blue is what I used on the original card. So I'm just going to do like half the card with what's left over so that the top is light. And then I'm going to take some Pacific Point. I was almost going to say specific. Hi, Carol. Hi, Kay. From Riverton. So I'm just rolling this into, and you want to keep going in the same direction. Don't just go back and forth, or you're going to have it just in one spot. But seriously, I like the rubber brayer. That was like much easier. So I'm going to take a little bit of it off, start off the paper, and yep, push your paper away as you're going. Hold it. And this part I want pretty dark. So I'm going to go back and forth and kind of try to smooth it out and up and down and all around. Get a little bit more on here. But what I'm doing is lifting it each time so that you're getting the whole wheel, the whole roller, the whole fang dangle. And I think I went too high, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work. So I'm just like kind of smoothing it out. Sounds good, doesn't it? All right. So I'm going to see. I have one that I did earlier that's dry, and that one's a little lower. Oh, and actually I did this one on our, what's it called? The paper with the sparkles. Shimmer paper, which actually works out the best for the Clorox. We'll see how it works for the water. Otherwise, I have to pull this one back in. But you know what? I think I'll stamp them both. Just in case. Just in case. Let's work it out. Work it. All right. So we're going to stamp this girl. This fairy. And I'm going to try and get, let me see, part of her. So that was the first one. See, I have to have room for the words. Okay. Then I took from the poppies and I stamped there. Did you get bleach? Is this the bleach technique? Yes. Except this one, I bleach without using bleach. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. But yes, I got the bleach, even though the bleach is old or something, or I don't know. It didn't really work. I think it's going to work on this card better. And then I might have to put the saying somewhere else. And then I had this other large poppy that I put up here. So it's actually like a nighttime scene without the moon. I call it the cockamoon. Okay, so we've got that. So, see, they're still blowing up the computer, Steph. Oh, this is the alcohol one. No, no, we don't want the alcohol one. Put that away. And this one is too, I'll just use this for the water. Okay, so let's see. Oh, on this it really moves it. Maybe because it hasn't dried yet. As it dries, it lightens it. I might have to lift a little. Let's see. The first one I did on, oh yeah. Okay, so this one with the water actually, oops, too much. Where's my towel? It went out. This one with the water works better on plain paper because the water like soaks into the paper, where the shimmer paper has like a little bit of a finish to it. And that's why it actually works better with the Clorox than regular, but it's working here too. You just have to lift. You just have to blot. Like let it sit a second. All right, which one do I color? Well, that one I kind of ruined. So we're going to continue with this one. And I'm not sure if I can finish it with bleach, but you get the idea with the water. All right, I want to color that. So I used, this is light purple posy. And just colored in her top. And this is straight coloring book coloring. Then I took the dark purple posy and did the bottom part. Oh, forgot the rest of her. Okay, then we've got some, hi Gary. I got some, what is this? Light petal pink for her face. So of course, I mean, the blue is under here, but you still get the illusion of the colors being correct, even though they're not. Okay, dark So Saffron for her hair. I'll go down a little bit. That's what he said. Okay, and then some, what did I use for that? We'll do the blue. Light balmy blue for her wings. Look at all those markers I'm using for this. Why aren't these marked? Like, where's all my labels? Light smoky slate for the pen tip. Like that. And then light soft suede. Because I can't see these little letters on here. Okay, so she's colored. Let's see if we can get these bleached out. I mean, I know what it's supposed to look like. It's just not working on this as well as I want it to. But trust me, it does work because I'm going to show you the finished one. Let's see what the bleach does. No, I don't want to bleach my good one. Now, the problem with the bleach is only certain inks can you do this, or it will bleach your black also. So I'm trying to go light, but it's hard on those little teeny things. And I never put the bleach inside of mine, and I only use this one for my bleach. You don't want to do it on anything that's natural bristles. Why do things work offline and then when you go to do it on, it doesn't? Like, seriously. Even the bleach doesn't want to bleach this out. I swear. This was my original one. Can you see that? That's all with water. All with water. I'm going to dump this and put some fresh because it's been sitting here now a couple hours. The water is water. I can't do nothing about that. but it's something you have to play with and experiment on different papers. Well, at least it's not taking this ink, the black ink, away. And this is kind of gel, which also makes a difference. I might hit it with the blower and see if that... Sometimes it takes a while for it to go. It's going. It's just taking its time. I'm going to hit it with the blower. This one's the water, I hope. I just want to rinse that. It's magic. It's magic. Let's see how that's going to work. Each new page. So I think I'm going to use my VersaFine for that, for the saying, because it's nice and crisp. Does it have to? Yeah, it should sit, Heidi. Like, the longer the better. But when I did my last video, it's still somewhere in the files here, but it's also on YouTube. It was more instant with using straight bleach. So that's probably going to smudge. Ooh, that dried pretty good. All right, so let's put this one together. And whoops, and move on. Because, you know, I got to live up to my, whoops, fastest card maker reputation. Glue. Glue. All right. So I'm just going to flip that over. All right, and then the other thing that I did to it was take a little Winkostella. I did color these in, but I did it after. And it's pretty cool that if you use your alcohol inks, it goes right over the top. And then I put, I was just going to like go dip that. And then I kind of just did some dots going down in here, like the fairy is making the flowers bright. That was my thought. So if you can see all the fairy dust. And then I took some of the purple, I think, and just colored in those hearts. And you still see the Winkostella. It doesn't affect it at all. So there's card number 1, Dirty Fingers. And that was the first one, which came out actually a little bit brighter. But of course, this is 2 different papers. Okay, so then I was playing with papers that, you know, backgrounds that are laying. So this was with the sprinkles. So the only thing I have to say about this is it's probably better where it's blended, wherever the sprinkles stay like really, you know, concentrated, that doesn't bleach out. So this was just like an experiment, but could be fun if you don't have as much color. Where's some of my other experiments? I don't know. There was lots of them. Okay, so the next card oh, of course, I didn't cut another one, but I got this. I got this. Yeah. Okay. So for this one, I took, even though we're going to use the small one, because this won't be dry in time anyway. So I took Pear Pizzazz, and where's that blue? It's over here. Oh, my poor desk. All right, so you want to, I'm going to lift this up again. Oh. All right, so you want to squeeze some ink in there. And the same thing with this one. Hi, Karen. All right, so now this is water inside here because I'm just doing the background. So you want to put some water in there. And then we're just doing like a wash. And then I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to go into the blue. And it doesn't matter that there's a little bit of green on there because that's the lighter color. And then now this actually works better on, I'll show you the difference. Now this is regular paper. And then now I've got the blue in there, so I'm going to go with the blue. Whoops. It's better when you do it on top of the paper. Is Lou here? I got to tell her something. Because I think it's really funny. All right, so I'm just going to rinse this out and then, because now I'm going back into the green. But do you see the difference how that went on to the shimmer paper as to the regular white? I mean, it's darker on that one, but it absorbs differently. Like this gives you a smoother look, and you can let it dry and then, you know, put a little bit more on or use a darker color for your blend. But I wanted you to see that. So I'm going to put these off to the side. And then I have one that is dry, and this is on shimmer. Let me just put a couple things out of my way because I'm like Calamity Jane here. Okay, so when you use bleach, I have found that the best ink is VersaFine. You just have to make sure it's dry. So I'm taking this bead. Ooh. And I am just going to stamp her down. Oh yeah, different papers, the textures. Okay, so there she is. And I do want to dry it a little bit. Okay, now because this one's old, this had some water in it that I'm just going to dry out. And if you weren't here for the very beginning when I showed the secret of keeping your bleach in these days that we are in, when it's a commodity to have it. You save all your white bottles and pour your bleach in, and no one is going to know that it's bleach. Smart, right? Now, if we can figure out how to hide hand sanitizer and toilet paper, we'd be set. All right, so before I put the other stuff in it, I'm going to try it again. This is straight bleach, but I think it's old bleach, so it wasn't quite working. And I don't put my bleach, I said that before, into... Maybe it's going to work this time. Maybe. It just didn't seem like it was bleaching fast enough. Then I'll have to apologize to Sue. Oh my. I called her bleach old. I mean, I wasn't going to run around to the stores and look for any because that's impossible. It's working now. Maybe it was whatever paper I had. And different colored papers bleach different also. All right, so I'm going to heat that to speed up the drying. And now I'm looking at the other one saying, nah, that bleached better. So this is what I have. I'm going to add to it. And we're going to go at that again. So now it's like gel. It's thick. And you don't want to go outside the lines too much. Yeah, that's bleaching out better. I see it already. Okay, so when it's finished drying, it will look like this. Okay, so because this one's nice and dry, we're going to use that one. So this was, I'll have to put I think it was like 3 1/4 by 2 1/2. And then I do like 1/8 of an inch. There they are, blowing it up again. Or somebody. Messenger, I keep getting so many like crazy things. It's not even like conversations that I'm in. It's just, you know, pass this on, send this on. Whoa, that's coming out the bottom. You have a bleach phobia? Okay, so we've got that ready. So now on my original card, I used a background that I had bleached with water. I don't know how many videos ago. We were doing stencils, and I used that. But this one, I took and put it through a folder, the leaves, and then I just took a sponge with some Pear Pizzazz and sponged it a little, just to give it a little texture. So we're just going to mount that. And this one, not my usual, but I did 1/4 of an inch border. It just seemed to look better to me. Well, kind of, sort of. I think I'm a little off. Okay, and then that goes, don't dry yet, you gotta move. Yeah, I think I cut that green one wrong, but that's all right. And I would love to send some cards out, but like I'm also like afraid kind of the mail, and like I don't know who's going to touch it in between. All right, so that's going to go there, and I meant to do this in advance, but we're going to do a little embossing. So just always take your embossing buddy and birthmark is what I use. And we are using Stop Hiding. I saw you a minute ago. Thinking of You, which shifted on here. Okay. Now, when you see my embossing powder, don't judge me. Oh no, you'll see it on the next card. This one is easy peasy. All right. I have my fan on, so things are blowing. See, I didn't think I was doing this one. Oops, sorry. And there's a little, like, fruit fly or something flying around here. So this is white Stampin' Up, which I have found to be really, really good. I like the quality of it. And I have tried others. I'm one of those. Okay, so let's heat this. Okay, so we're going to pop, you know what, let me put them on that, not turn that over yet, so I don't pull it off. Because if it's still hot, one, if you touch it, like that burns. Heidi does lives. Heidi does awesome lives. Like I know, guys, I use a lot, but I don't like no saggy bits. Whenever I put in an order, oops, I had that one. My free stuff I always add on because my orders are never small. All right, so that's going to go there. And then we're going to pop this up. Thought I was going to put 6 on that, didn't you? Normally I would. Just saying. Oops. And then that right there. So that was that card, and then here's the original one. So the colors are a little different, but no matter what you do, I mean, no two cards are going to come out the same ever when you do these techniques, but fun. Okay, so for my last trick, let me get rid of a few of these things. Okay, so we'll hide that. There's the back. Oh, you peeked. So this one, and then I'm going to change this after. So Let me see, is this plain white? Yeah, we're going to see how that comes out. This one, let's see what I did the original. The original is on regular white. So I just took the pad, and this is Granny Apple. And I inked this sucker up. Oh, there goes the bleach. And hold on. I just lost my screen when I went into it. There we are. So the newer pads are a little harder to do this with than the older. And you want to have things cleared. Don't have things all over. So I just kept inking, and this probably needs more ink on it. I wonder if that's the ink I have out. Could be. Nope. Yep. Oh, I hit that again. So I'm going to show you how we do that. So I put ink all over it. And then I have these like little sample spoons. So you just, this is really, really dry. And then you just work it into the pad. It could probably take a lot more. Oh, now it's dark. Dark, dark. Okay. So you want this to be totally dry when you do your project. Because we're going to first emboss it. And then, so I'm not exactly sure how this one's going to, yes, I am sure, because I did this other sample. So this is the shimmer. And we are going to use this one. So of course you want to take your embossing buddy and make sure. And that'll also help if it's not totally dry, that'll help that as well. So, oh, if you saw my desk, here's the Versamark. Like I put things in the weirdest places. Okay, so we're going to ink that up. So we're going to just stamp it a few times. And I've already cut this at an angle, as you can see. And I like to get a little on the corners. Okay, now's the time when, don't judge me. I probably have this clear embossing powder for probably 20 years. Because, or more. Because I thought, oh, am I going to go through this stuff? And I bought this big old bottle. Big old bottle. Yep. Still got it. Okay, so we're going to heat set that. Okay, so now we're going to let that just cool a second. Did Lou ever come in? Okay, so here comes, I'm like, let's hope this works like it's supposed to. Okay, so now this is bleach. Now, different colors will bleach different. And I don't know if because this is the gel, had anything to do with it. I know when I used the toilet bowl cleaner, it was different. And I thought the blue was because the toilet. But what do you do when you're in a pinch? Like, you know, you look around and see what else has Clorox. But I actually love the blue. So we're just going to keep painting that. And if you go back and watch my older video, everything bleached white. I mean, I did the horse and I did some really pretty cards. I did the girl in the wedding dress. That came out really stunning. And there was also another background technique that I did in that video. And that's on YouTube. It's also on Facebook, but if you go to the YouTube channel, then I edit them out so, you know, you don't have some of my silly things. Sometimes when I say too much, I edit some of those out. So we just keep painting that. Now, because this is the gel, it doesn't soak in as fast, so you don't get that white look right away. But I love the blue. But in the other one, there was some white spots. You can see it's starting to bleach a little bit more in spots. And I'll put the blower on it and speed it up because I think I like this one better than the extra one I did to use. Okay, so I'm going to move this to the side so I don't spill it. So you can go back in. I think it's still a little wet. It's going to get a little whiter in spots. Or you can go in a second time and do a little more. But I'm going to leave it like that. We'll put the card together. So let's see what I did here. I cut out that border that I used the other night and did the same, but I might do it different. I'm thinking. Oh, that's what that other white piece was for. Duh. I knew something was wrong. Okay, so it's going to go onto a white piece that's the same size as the card. Slightly. I think I'm going to have to trim it just a hair. So let me put this over and let's trim that just a hair. Just a hair. Lou, so Remember when I said get that piece of hair off your arm when you were doing your live? So guess what? It was on my screen. Just thought I'd tell you. I had you looking crazy, didn't I? It did. It looked like it was on your arm. Okay, so do I want it on top? I think I do. I think I want the whole thing this time. So, yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay. And I have too much glue, but that's okay. I'm going to blot some. I think I do. All right. Then we'll add some to this. This has like a sticky on it. This is a new bottle, so it's really coming out heavier than I like. And there's that little gnat again. Wants to fly in my face. Okay, so then we're going to put it onto the So Saffron. Like that. Okay, and then again with the VersaFine, because it really gives a good imprint. I have to find refill for it. I haven't gotten that yet. And then I'm just going to stamp. Okay, I'm going to put the card together. I really meant to do something to it first, but now I'm going to do it after. But I have to wait till that dries because I left out a step. There goes the thing again, blowing up. There's got to be a way to shut that off. Messenger? Like during my lives. If anybody knows, let me know. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this little glue dot. I mean, smudge. If you don't have one of these, they are the best. I wish we still sold them because I always used to give my hostesses those as a little hostess gift. Okay, so then I took some So Saffron and just, please don't smudge, please don't smudge, please don't smudge. And I just didn't want it to be so stark white there, even though the background okay, so let me get rid of this. We don't need that anymore. And that is the card. So embossing, bleaching, here is the original card. So this one, I only let that come out the bottom. I'm not sure which one I like better. I think I might like the first one. And this one bleached out more. So this, I could still go in and bleach a little more. This was also the plain paper. And this one So, you know, this where I put the ink with you watching, that's just plain white paper. So every paper you use bleaches out differently. But if you never saw this one, you'd go, oh, that's awesome. Like, look at those blue flowers. So that's what I have for tonight. And let me bring everything back and kind of smush things to the side here, like I do. I don't know how people are neat when they stamp. I just don't understand it. So we had this one, this one. I don't remember which one we did. We did that one and that one. So I'm going to lift this up so it goes on my YouTube pretty when I do my editing. And I want to thank everybody for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you got a few laughs and learned a couple things. And you know my motto. I'll be back on, what's today? I forget the day. It's Sunday. So I'll be back on Wednesday with, you know my motto. I don't know what, but it'll be something. So I'll see you all then. Thanks again, everybody. Good night.